Okay, so Bill de Blasio is running himself for some president. So let's see his chances. Uh-oh. Come out of there. The fool won't leave the box. Mercy. Ain't nobody voting for you, Bill. They might. I don't know. No, I'm thinking of somebody else. Who's that? Is that Bloomberg, the one who's... Yeah, I think it was. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I know who I'm voting for, so whatever. These are sticking together. Bill de Blasio. Running for president. So, let's see what your chances look like. Nine of Swords, that's not a good way to start. Stress, worry, anxiety, nightmares. Eight of Swords, powerless and bound. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands. The Devil. Page of Wands. Ace of Cups. Temperance. Nine of Cups. Six of Wands. Six of Swords. They do not look good. So, we start with anxiety, stress, worry, depression, fear, nightmares. There's something that weighs on you right now. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but once you're vetted, I think it's going to come out. There's something that weighs on you. Because this is nightmares with the Nine of Swords is very rarely used by me, but is coming up now. And there is something in your mind that has trapped you. In this sense, it's not physically trapped you yet, but in your mind there is a sense of disturbance, of grief almost, if it goes out of control, but it's disturbance. And I think it's a worry, because in your fear is the Devil card, so there is something that could be brought up if vetted. It involves a woman. I'm not exactly sure why or who. If it's something just legal, like not necessarily, unscrupulous, just something, a misunderstanding of some sort. Or it could be something just completely disgusting. There's the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords. So this is, I don't know who this is. This might be you. But there is a chaotic energy around this too. So it's going to make the news. It may make some headlines. It may make some discussions at the various tables of politics. The View and the Morning Joes and all these things could be discussing this. It causes for new action and quickly. So you're going to have to get on this. You should probably get in front of this horse, but it's one of those things, so it may be something unscrupulous. It may be one of those things to where if you try to get out in front of this, you may draw attention to it. That was unnecessary. But if you don't get out in front of it, then it's going to look like you were trying to hide it. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. So we'll see. Because in your fear is the devil. In your hopes is for news and better news about actions. In your environment, there is support. So this Ace of Cups is a new energy. It is because you have name recognition. So there is some support for you there. Behind the scenes is cooperation. So you have a team together. Your word of warning is the Nine of Cups, indulgence and greed. Desire. Sometimes a lust card because you want more and more and more and more. So you get the devil in your fear and then the Nine of Cups in your word of warning. So there's something going on with you that may not just hurt your chances, but it may cripple them. The Six of Wands is your word of solace. So this is your name recognition like I was speaking about before. And then you have the Six of Swords, which is a transition into a better time. But you have to go through the storm first. And this does not mean a nomination better time. This means that you're out of the news cycle and you can start working on healing your personal affairs. The Hermit, searching for answers. This image speaks to me though, like the man on the hill. So it's just basically like the Six of Swords. This is you in your recognition. You sort of sit atop because it's about you because you're running for president. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Win some, you lose some. Fate, destiny. Five of Cups, there is a disappointment, so I don't think you're going to make it. Six of Cups, this is about the past, nostalgia. This reminds me of Hansel and Gretel. So to lead yourself away from danger, you must remember where you came from. Just in case you have to go back. So I say the deck chooses the reading. You have very awful chances at this point, to be honest. There's just a lot. Once the betting starts and then all the mudslinging starts, you're not going to come out pristine. There's money, an offer of money. Two of Pentacles, there is a juggling with that money. The Knight of Cups, the idealistic person. This is the romance. So that's like the knight in shining armor, I call it. And then there is the investments and the waiting, the chore as well. Eight of Pentacles, this is your work card. The Lovers. So this is something you have an invested interest in. Then the Chariot, moving forward, moving on. That's your travel card. The Eight of Wands is also a travel card, and communication. So this is you campaigning. So you're trying to get over the bumps to go back on the campaign trail. It's an uphill battle. The 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands is your complete burden. I think that stops you, actually. Because it's way down and you can't move. Yeah, there's the 10 of Swords. There's your defeat. And then the Magician. So you're going to have to go back to the drawing board and just use your powers of PR and figure out the next step. But as far as being the president, you have very, very, very bad chance.